Body language tip for you. Notice where my hand and my finger is on my face. So you might see this in a meeting, or you're interacting with someone. They're thinking about what you're saying. As the finger gets higher up the face, it tells us that they're thinking, but they're also not really approving or liking what's been said. So watch for that finger. How far high does it go up the face?
Wow, she's known as the Face Whisperer on social media. She's got nearly 700,000 followers on TikTok. Adrianne Carter is a body language coach who helps people better understand nonverbal cues.
And she joins us this morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
The first one that jumped out at me is, you would think it's the eyes, but you say it's not the eyes, that it is the feet. How is that possible?
So the feet are the most truthful part of the body, and whoever thinks to regulate their feet when they're in an interaction, you might be watching your hands, you might be conscious of your face, but actually it's the feet that will give you away every time, because where the feet are pointing is where the mind and body wants to go.
So if you're talking to someone, are you talking about where your feet are positioned, if you're crossing your legs or if they're tucked behind you? Give us an example.
Yes, so it could be a standing interaction. So if the feet are pointing directly at the person, it's all good. If the feet are pointing towards the door, maybe, then perhaps they need to get going. Doesn't mean they don't like you, but they don't want to be in that interaction anymore. Now, under tables is a bit more tricky to spot where the feet are. So you have to maybe drop your pen and have a cheeky look under the table to see where the feet are pointing. But if feet are tucked behind the chair, then there's some vulnerability or nervousness or stress going on for that person.
Now, give us some things you should never do at a first meeting. You had a list of these body language tips you should never do when you first meet someone.
Yeah, so particularly if you're at home, don't be sitting on the edge of the sofa. Don't leave your coat on. Look relaxed. Make sure there's plenty of smiles, but don't make people feel uncomfortable. So how we use the space around us. If we get too close, some people can feel really uncomfortable with that. If we stand too far away, some people can feel uncomfortable. So it's about understanding what somebody else's comfort zone is and not straying too far from that. But genuine smiles are what we want. So be really conscious of your facial expressions too.
Are there any different cues for men and women?
There are a few different cues. So for men, make sure there's lots of eye contact, and sometimes just soften your features a little bit. You don't have to be doing big smiles all of the time, but eye contact is really important. And also make sure you blink. So sometimes men have a tendency to not blink as much as they can because they can get quite focused. For women, we want to see some movement, some natural relaxed movement. So, maybe crossing, uncrossing legs, a little bit of touching of the hair maybe signifies that you feel comfortable. So there's some of the things that men and women can do differently.
But you say if you blink too much, that means you're lying.
Not necessarily lying, but it is a great sign of stress. So why is the person feeling extremely stressed?
Yeah.
Is it because they're not telling the truth? So I wouldn't say it's a sign of lying per se, but it is a sign that all is not perhaps as it seems.
Are there different cues between England and America, or is it all universal?
So there are some different cues for the UK and for the USA. When it comes to facial expressions, they are universal, and it doesn't matter what country in the world you go to. Facial expressions are universal, but with body language, there are some more culture-specific nuances.
Yeah.
Now, I'm sure, if you're working with someone every day, it's universal when you roll your eyes, cross your arms. Yeah, right?
Yes.
Or is there something else that people should be picking up on when I work with Larry every day?
No, I think you've picked up the main ones, to be honest, and they're the ones well worth watching for.
Yeah. Subtle usually is not our strong point anyway. We usually just tell you, you're a pain in the... You can check out more at adriannecarter.com or follow her on TikTok, The Face Whisperer. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Adrianne.
Thank you. Lovely to meet you.
You as well. Isn't she nice?
She's lovely.
Lovely.
I like that word lovely.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah.